Hey guys, we have a different setup today. I'm not feeling super hot. My ribs hurt really bad, and it just started a few weeks ago and slowly getting worse and worse. So I'm in a recliner right now, and I've been feeling a little bit of anxiety, so I'm going to try watercoloring to help that. I have struggled with anxiety off and on my whole life, and I've been researching different ways to help it, and somebody said watercoloring. I've only watercolored a handful of times in my life. I love to paint, but I usually use acrylics. So I went ahead and bought some watercolor paints. I went and got these really pretty metallic ones. They're Arteza. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. And then I did the swatch test on the white and black papers. So these are actually from a different set, but I love the iridescent ones. They're hard to see on the white. And here they are on the black. Ooh, that's so pretty. I'm going to start out on white paper, and then I might try painting on black too. So that's this kind, and let me just confirm, yeah, here's the brand if you want it. It's so nice, the little container for mixing, and I love when they're in the little squares, because then you can switch them out if you want to. And I taped the names that were covering it when you break them open. I taped them onto the back so I can always know that this is, give me focus. There we go. It's lilac, obviously. And there's a couple color shift ones. There's this pink one, which is called iridescent pink, and iridescent green. I would have liked more color shift colors. I just thought the metallics were really pretty. And then I got, these ones are already kind of dirty, but this is just the same brand, just their basic color palette. And these are matte and not metallic. This will be maybe my 5th painting with them, so these ones are a little messed up. And you need water, obviously. I also have, this is just, it looks yellow, but it is just normal water. And to spray the canvas, I have paper towel for blotting. Oh. I have a couple Q-tips, just in case. And I'll show you my brushes. So these two came with the 2 different palettes, and you actually can fill them up with water. This one has water in it. I don't know if you can see that. So when you're painting, you can squeeze it and little water drops come out, which is really cool. And these are ones I had. This actually was from a makeup kit. And this one I like because it gets such a fine point. I cut it to make it that sharp. And then there's this one that came with the metallic kit too. So that one came with 2. And then the other one came with 1, and these 2 are older. And this one has the jelly grip, which is nice. Alright, so those go back in the water. And then this canvas is just Canson brand. And then I also have, which I don't know if I'll be using this one today, but I have this black one that's really pretty. I am by no means a good watercolor painter, but I want to give it a go for anxiety and see if it helps. I'm just going to set this aside. I also have this book. I decided I want to do like a marbling kind of look. This book is called Surfaces. As some of you may know, I'm a production designer for film, And what's really great about this book is it has almost every texture surface you can think of. So if you're working in like theater and you're doing faux finishing for sets, it helps you. I do a lot of set construction for film too, where we'll create like underground caves or, you know, Egyptian tombs, haunted houses, different stuff. So I'll need to know different materials. And obviously it's been used and it's falling apart because I've had it for years. But I'll just show it to you. I'm using it today to get to look at some marble to kind of plan out what I want to do. But basically it's just pictures of surfaces. All the different surfaces you can think of. Well, here's some marble. Oh, this feather was from a movie I did in New Zealand. And this is an alignment of planets. So basically this is an Earth-like planet. The one with the little dots around it has many moons, and like the circles around the dots symbolize atmosphere, and like this one's a gaseous planet, so it doesn't quite have the same type of atmosphere. And we painted this, we built a faux underground cave system that the rebel group was living in. It was kind of like a sci-fi action movie, mostly shot in New Zealand and America and Australia. But oh, that was such a fun project. We lived in New Zealand for a couple of months, and just one of the best times. So this was on the set, and then this symbol was painted with some Egyptian hieroglyphics in the cave system, and it also was on this really old necklace that the lead actress wore. Obviously it wasn't really old, it was just made to seem old. The movie was called Project Eden. If you want to check it out, I think it's on Hulu or Netflix. It's on one of them. You'll have to go to both, but yeah, Project Eden Volume 1. So much fun, but yeah, it's cute to find that. Anyways, here's some marble. I like that, but I want to do something more colorful. But I'm just trying to look at the veining and just get a feel for that. I like the gold. That's really pretty. I like more of the lightning bolt looking like veins over. I might do some that look watery too. This might look like ice a little bit. That's pretty. Okay, so we've got an idea of what we're gonna do. So we're not going into the painting completely blind, although I think it could be just as beneficial if you're just painting strokes and not worrying about making art. You're just doing this to feel better, basically. All right, I'm gonna start with the matte palette. Let's get that over here, and some brushes. I like to start with the bigger brushes just because that gives more background spread. And I'm gonna try and work from the bottom up. So I'll start with the lightest colors in the matte section go up, and then I think I'll do a little bit of gold, and then come in with some veining. I might use some pens too for that, I'm not sure. And I'm definitely gonna spritz my canvas down. This makes it come out really cool, I think. So once you like dab the paint on, it kind of spreads out. I think that looks really fun. The focus is having a field day with that one. you're here because you're having anxiety, I'm with you. It sucks. I hope you feel better soon. I didn't know if I wanted to come on here and tell people that I have anxiety, because for some reason I've been taught growing up, I lived mostly with my grandparents, so they were kind of old-fashioned, but that mental illness is something to be ashamed of. Like, somehow you should be able to control how you feel. And it's totally a chemical imbalance. Who wants to feel anxiety? Nobody wants to feel like that, you know? So it's not about willpower or strength of mind. I mean, you can teach yourself ways to cope with it, but it's nothing you do on purpose. But I grew up thinking that it was just a character flaw on my part, and was ashamed of it. And I didn't get help for a long time, and I mean, my anxiety isn't that bad. I know it could definitely be worse, but it led to a lot of issues. I had anorexia as a young adult and a teenager, and just overall not treating my body with respect. But if you're here because you're having anxiety, you're not alone. And I know it's hard to think about it while you're in it, but it will pass. Just try and remember that there have been times in your life where you don't feel anxiety, and those times will come back. I know it doesn't feel like it now, but it will.
Tonight I'm flying over that little house up on the hill. My mind is resting on the wooden pane of your windowsill. I am your nightingale, singing for all we have lost. We lost ourselves, but we're coming home tonight, like a phoenix in the fire. I wish they could see us now, 'cause dying stars all get reborn, put together somehow, rebuilding us after the storm. All I needed was in the rubble all along. We can feel it, dust to dust, we're beautiful. The days in better weather tattooed your name upon my heart. Got through it all together, learned who we are inside these arms. We were a ship that sailed, guided by the winds and the rain. Holding out for someday, but I'd do it all again, 'cause we're better than we've been. I wish they could you in my mind. When you go, dear one, out into the night, let me know, young one. When you get there, alright. When the dust cuts into your feet and your eyes fill up with the sea, feel free to call on me. When you go, dear one, out into the night, let me know, young one. When you get there, alright. I've tried my best to show you my light, but now it's time to watch you take flight. Ooh, feel free. Ooh, feel free. When I go, out into the night, I let you know, dear one. When I get there, alright. And when you go, out into the night, please let me know. When you get there, alright.
I think I'm going to call that done. What do you guys think? I hope you can find a way to relax and get rid of your anxiety. Whether it be making art, reading, just anything to distract your mind, meditation, if that works for you, audiobooks, movies. Some people cut up little shapes out of paper. I find watercolor to be great at helping with my anxiety. Who would have thought? I have no idea. It's just nice the way it goes on and starts to take its own form and does its own thing, and you just kind of help it along. I really like the metallic watercolors. There's a few different Etsy shops that sell their custom made watercolors. They're so gorgeous. I wanted to see if I liked watercoloring before I invested in buying more, but I definitely am gonna look into getting some custom made colors because it's so pretty. Just needed something there. Well, thank you guys for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. I know I tend to only get a couple views, but those of you who do watch, I really, really am grateful that you guys took some time to spend with me today. And I hope it took your mind off stuff for a little bit. All right. Bye.